Hey guys, hello, what's up? Hope you're doing well. I'm Jules. Thanks for coming back for another weekly update. It is the middle of July. July 16th is the day that I'm recording this. I'll be releasing it tomorrow on Thursday, and I hope you're doing well. I am back from Kentucky, where I spent 4 or 5 days or so visiting family, which was great. We had a great time. Have some stories to tell you guys. But first we're going to talk about the progress that I have made. I wasn't going to show you. I wasn't. And then I'm like, I still think I can show you kind of a little bit. This is sort of the secret project that I still haven't told you guys what it is. And that's, you still can't quite tell. I got 1,000 stitches done on this thing when I was in Kentucky. And still can't tell what it is. So, but I think the next 1,000 will be when it starts to kind of show itself. So in the interest of trying to keep it secret on this end, I'm gonna not probably show it anymore. So I didn't get any work done. Well, I started trying to get some work done, and this is the Colorado seal for the Department of Parks and Wildlife. It's really pretty when it gets done, and I started trying to stitch on it, and then I don't know, I think I ran into a snag of some kind, and I worked on it for trying to get something done. I can't remember now what it was, and then I ended up putting it away. But that's what that one looks like at this point. I did get about 1,000 stitches, I think, done on my Colorado stamp thing. So this is not, I always say this, but this isn't finished. This still needs some fill in. It's not going to be fully filled in, but it just needs a couple other colors and stuff. So I'm about 55, 60% of the way to get this one done, but at least I got the Colorado part done. So there's that. And then the last one, which I was actually pleased because I think I got at least 1,000 stitches done on this in the last week or so, is the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, which you still can't quite tell what it is. I need to finish some more stuff. So I'm in a patch here where it's like the same color over here for quite a bit. So it's, yeah, I'm actually really excited. I'm really like enjoying stitching on this one right now. So I'm, I stitched out last night. I got about 300 stitches done on it last night. So, but definitely been putting most of my time into that one. So, patterns. I actually also got some patterns done. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna go back. So okay, so the ones that I actually got published, I actually think I actually published them. One was the big vintage capital city building Capitol. I don't really know what it is. I mean, I think it might be the U.S. Capitol. I don't really know for sure, but it's really pretty. I like it a lot. It is big. It's like, I want to say it's like 400 by something. It's definitely, I wanted to make it that big because it preserves a lot of that detail that you see in the like in the horses and things like that in front of the building. So the next one, and that one is out. It's been published. It is out on both stores. The next one that is out is the one I called Dawn in the Church, although I don't know, I didn't have to name it that way, but anyway, again, it's another big piece. I want to say it's like 3 something by 2 something. Lots of colors, but I wanted to keep that detail and make it look as good as it could. Got that one loaded up in the last 2-3 days. Next up is a monochrome. I got a couple monochromes here that I have finally put out. This one I call Steampunk Skeleton. Let me see, can I move over here? Move over here so you guys can see these better. Steampunk Skeleton. And it is basically just exactly what it is. I have those other steampunk designs, mostly of animals, I think, but this one is kind of cool looking. It just kind of, I don't know, is steampunk gothic? I don't know, but it just seemed kind of cool. And so, believe it or not, he's not overly huge. It doesn't have a ton of stitches. It's under 20,000, which is not a lot for like some of my bigger monochromes. And then the last one that I have published, I just call this one Vintage Couple. And I finally kind of got the look of it the way that I wanted to with the monochrome, and it came out really nice. I think it would look really pretty with like almost like a grayish background, a light blue, light pink or something, just kind of an off-white maybe, like almost make it look vintage with an off-white. But so, and that one is out, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I actually got stuff done. I am working on a handful of others right now. Some more black and whites and some more that are closer to like Halloween stuff. So I just had a lot of backlog in Halloween. It's like I had some more like Americana July 4th patriotic stuff, and I was like, wait a minute, I've already missed that holiday. I tend to miss a lot of holidays, but you know what? They come back around, so it's all good. It's a low-flying plane. But anyway, so I got those done, and I'm working on, you know, a handful of other ones. So pretty happy about that. Pretty happy. So what else is going on? So remember I was telling you guys, did I tell you guys about my spree? So the original spree, they're just like, they're almost like sweet tarts. Are they sweet tarts? Are they like a knockoff of sweet tarts? Man, my mouth is exploding thinking about these. Just a little sweet, sour kind of mix kind of candy. A lot of saliva. And so I found that box back when I was in Georgia like a month ago. Over a month ago? I can't quite remember. Oh, that's all running together now, let me tell you. They had a whole like center display that was just filled with the spree. And like an idiot, I buy one box. And you know, I cannot find any more. I can buy them on Amazon, but they're overpriced. You know what I should do is I should get my mom to buy some. Mom, can you buy me some spree and then just hold on to it for the next time that I see you, like in August? Because I'll see you again in August. And so that would be so cool. But I've gone to like different stores around here. Can't find them. They have Chewy Spree, which, no, that's not what I want. I don't want Chewy Spree. I want these. And when we were in Kentucky, we ended up going to this mall actually in Tennessee. We went to the Clarksville Mall. And they had 2 candy stores. And the first one only had the Chewy Spree. And the second one, I asked, and they said they didn't have any. And then I walked around and I found 2 boxes that they didn't know they had. And so, so I was pretty happy about that. I bought them out of their spree. So, so now I have 2 full boxes, which honestly, gosh, like this, it's probably going to last me to like Thanksgiving because I don't eat very many of them. There's a ton that come in this. And I probably at most have like 4 or 5 at a time, at most. Sometimes it's just like 1 in 3 days or something. So I'm still working on this first box. So, what else is going on? So, I'll save the really cool stuff for last. The next thing is I actually had somebody drop into a full grand mal seizure on me, which was scary as anything. And so I hit their head and probably had some kind of concussion and had to call 911 and kind of held their head in my hands just because they were thrashing, and then they were kind of choking, and we turned them on their side and turned them on her side, and so it's kind of holding, just make sure that nothing happened, and then just kind of holding her hand until the EMTs got there, and she still didn't know who she was. I mean, it was just such a shock to her system, but everybody in the area was stay calm. Everybody kind of was just cool and just knew what to do, and paramedics came and took care of everything, and yeah, bada bing, bada boom. But that was kind of crazy. I had that dog, like a month or 2 ago that got hit right in front of me, and now this has happened, and so that's crazy. But the cool story that I'll tell you guys is I was in the airport. I was in Nashville Airport, and I always say this: if you want to see famous people, the best airport probably to look outside of maybe like Aspen. If I have never been, I have no idea. But the Nashville Airport is very small. To me. And so I grew up in Atlanta. Before that I was in Chicago, and now I'm out of Denver. So they're like 3 of the 6 busiest airports in the world. And so and I don't even consider Denver busy, but anyway, so I had my phone, so I had my head down. You should not, maybe pick your head up and look around a little bit. You never know who you're going to see. And this bulldog kept going by, and this cute little bulldog, little brown bulldog. And I was just like, my head was down, so I kept seeing it. And I was like, oh, that's cute. That's a cute dog. It's a cute dog. And, I mean, I always look at the dogs. I never look at the people. But then they called our plane to be boarded. And I saw the dog again. And it was at the very front of our line. Like, it was the first person, whatever, that was going to get on the plane. So I was like, I wonder who's, I just happened to kind of glance up and look at the person that was with the bulldog. and it was Dennis Quaid. That was pretty cool. And I was like, is that Dennis Quaid? Yep, that's Dennis Quaid. Like, oh, okay. Nobody bothered him. Nobody cared. We were all just like, it's Dennis Quaid. And so that was pretty cool. And I had no idea where he was when we got on the plane. Like, I didn't see him at all. And so I have no idea. But he was the first one on. So maybe he's flying the plane. I don't know. But there's that. Gotta tell you that I went to Cracker Barrel last week. And I gotta say I had one of the best meals that I've ever had. Certainly the best meal I've ever had at a Cracker Barrel. If you have one near you right now this summer, and I don't know how long they're going to have it, but it's a campfire skillet. And it was the shrimp campfire skillet. So it was like a shrimp boil. So it had like fried shrimp, but not fried shrimp. It was actually grilled shrimp. And a couple smaller potatoes and a couple smaller corn on the cob. And then some like spicy sausage. I think, was that it? That might have been it. Maybe there was some, that might have been it. I can't remember. It was, it was a smallish meal, but right now that's perfect for me. And man, it tasted good. I was really surprised. I've kind of been hankering me for some campfire skillet. And so it's too bad you weren't hanging out with me last week, because man, my accent was something else. And so, but I had a great time. Had the best corn ever in Kentucky. Best corn I've ever had. It was like that mixed color corn where it's a little white, a little yellow. There was this Amish farmer's market. And, I mean, seriously, it was like, I got to shuck all this corn, and then we cooked it, and oh, I'm not even kidding you. It was the best corn I've ever had. So amazing. But, so that was fun. Yeah, it was a good trip. I'm trying to think if anything else really happened. Not really. I got back. Been working with the boats. Took Bodie to his first day play. Thought it would be a good idea if he got like more out into the world. And he's just been so scared about kind of just going out there. Well, is it scared or is it lazy? Is he playing me? Yes to all the above. But that is a loud motorcycle. So I took him over, and he had a great time. I mean, I think he had a great time. He was wagging his tail. He wasn't playing with any of the dogs. They were all little dogs, but he was just following the people around, just wagging his tail, just walking around like nothing, nothing was going on. So it was good. He slept really well last night, and we've signed up for a package. Basically, he's going to go back twice a week. So he's going to go back on Friday because we're both working, and Sunday because we're both working. So that'll be fun for him, I hope. A little less boring. He can get out, get some exercise. That's important. So he's not getting enough with us right now. So trying to think if that's it. I think. But anything else crazy going on? I mean, there's always crazy stuff going on, but plans for the week as far as stitching, just stitch what I feel like and work on patterns and just keep on keeping on right now, because the summer is the hardest time to kind of keep stitching, I think. Too many distractions. Sometimes it just doesn't feel like stitching weather per se, but yeah, so just working on stuff and just, doing my thing, hanging out. I find out about my wrist tomorrow. I had my MRI, and I'm going to the specialist guy to see what he thinks. It actually doesn't hurt as much, but part of that is because I haven't worked very much since I got back from the trip, and I wasn't really using, outside of like some stitching, which I'm not really, I don't think stitching makes it worse, but I think work kind of sometimes will make it worse depending upon how hard I'm gripping things. But it hasn't really started aching again, but it was before the trip, and then it's kind of settled down, so we'll see. Can you see it? I don't know if you can really see it. Maybe on that view, because it's right there. If you look at, you can't tell. Can't really tell. We got NFL training camp starting here in the next week. Oh yes. Oh yes. The Bears. The Bears. How do you think, Bodie? The Bears, Bodie. The Bears. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're getting a lot of good stitching done. Bodie, I think, wants to say hi. Come here, Bodes. Come here. Come here. No, come here. Come here. Get up. Come here. Dog. Typical dachshund that rolls over like an alligator. He's my boy that I love. Okay, you guys have a great night. We are going to get some stitching done. Right, buddy? Yep, I know. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.